Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
Boker Tov, everyone. Hello to those who are watching this live on Zoom or on Facebook Live. Hello to those who are joining me in the Temple Beth Am Sanctuary. And hello to anyone who might be listening to this asynchronously using the Temple Beth Am podcast. So for us, it's morning. For you, it may be any time of day. There's no bad time of day to dive into self, to dive into breathing, to try to restore a bit that which gets seeped out of us throughout the day. It takes a lot of effort to live, a lot of effort to move and to do and to think and to process and to achieve and succeed. And there are many ways that we restore ourselves with good food, with good exercise, with sleep, good friendship, and sometimes 10 minutes of intentional quiet can have the impact of a 2-hour nap or a mini vacation. And of course, we try to expect not too much of it at the same time, even though we know that a meditation can be capable of much. We want to go into it open-ended, open-hearted, so that the experience is what the experience is, not for us to have mined something specific from it. The source of our meditation this morning, as we're getting towards the end of the week of Parshat Chayei Sarah, is a word that I've been thinking about for a few weeks leading up to this week because of some teaching I was doing during the week. It's a wonderful reflexive Hebrew word that describes an action, but it's really an inaction by Eved Abraham, the servant of Abraham, as he goes up looking for a wife for Isaac. And the Torah says that after he's been sent on his way by Abraham to look for a woman of valor who will have the right qualifications to join this growing family of faith, he sees from a distance a woman who will end up being Rivka by a well. And he's got to make a decision as to whether or not to approach her. Is she the right woman to interview, as it were? Might she have the qualities that are worthy of being a matriarch? And the Torah says, V'ha'ish mishta'eh la. The man, that's the servant. The third word, la, means to her, with respect to her, about her. Mishta'eh is a very wonderful, strange, unique, reflexive verb. Something like he waited and paused, but it's reflexive, so he was doing something to himself. He paused himself. He caused himself to wait. He intentionally delayed. He acted by not acting. He meditated. What's interesting about this is that when Rivka, who will be chosen by Eved Abraham to come down to meet Yitzchak, the first thing Rivka sees Isaac doing is that he's being lasuach basadeh, meditating in the field. Maybe this was a family tradition that before moments of import, you do the most you can do by doing nothing. So I want us to get into a mode of being mishta'eh, of an intentional inactivity, a reflexive waiting where we are actually doing something to ourselves rather than just not doing something. With that in mind, if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. And begin to luxuriate in this womb that for the moment can be penetrated by just about nothing. Wherever you are in your room or in a sanctuary, the outside world remains. Sounds will come in and out of your consciousness. You're very much aware, if you thought about it, of all the things that are waiting for you when this meditation is over. But not now. You are encased, enveloped, blanketed by an immediate and wonderfully heavy sense of calm. You're protected from the stimuli that normally distract us and pull us down. Just enjoy the feeling in your body right now. Enjoy your body right now. Enjoy whatever might be tingling or relaxing or waking up or resting. Maybe there's even a part of your body that's singing to you, singing, thank you. Thank you for this break. If you haven't already, placed your feet flat on the ground in front of you and your hands somewhere by your sides or on your legs. And if you haven't already, identify the powerful vertical holding up of your spine, allowing so much else to droop, to release, just to be, and not trying to be anything that it isn't. And I want you to think about the two Hebrew words that we're going to have borrowed from the Parsha and reformatted a tiny bit. Ani, I, mishta'eh. I am waiting myself. I am pausing myself. I am lingering myself. I'm causing rest to myself. I am intentionally delaying myself. I'm in an extended consideration of this moment and my very self. Whether the Hebrew phrase resonates for you or any of the English ones that I offered, I want you to see the words in your mind's eye, hovering above your head. Ani mishta'eh. As if saying to the world around you and to yourself, don't knock, don't disturb, don't intrude, don't hurry, don't nudge me. Ani mishta'eh. And it's the holy thing. It's a needed thing. It brings some clarity. It brings some lucidity. Ani mishta'eh. I am waiting for a reason. I am observing with no sense of rush. And while doing this, I am doing something to myself, reflexively. Ani mishta'eh. Ani mishta'eh. Ani Mishta'eh. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Come back to the surface. Move from pausing into an antechamber that'll move you towards doing. Hopefully feeling a little taken care of by yourself because of these minutes that we shared. And I'll share the screen and we'll say the closing prayer together 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the cause of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the cause of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. I say to you all shalom and namaste and Shabbat shalom, and be well.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.